All right, so fam, you want to spin the wheel first? Now remember,
Yes.
whatever you get, whatever it lands on, you got to do. You good?
I'm ready. Let's
All right,
get
go
it.
ahead, spin.
Not only because
Tray face.
Tray face. There's all kinds of tray faces.
What's your best one?
I think this is my personal favorite. When Trey gets like the kind of overbite face is my personal favorite, which is like you kind of get the teeth out like this. And then, it's like this. And he looks up at the sky and the teeth are really showing, you know? Or I can't really do it good. But that's my Trey face. That's the best I got.
All right, Kev, you ready to spin?
I am ready to spin, man.
Great job, fam. That was a good impersonation.
Thank you.
Fucker.
Yes.
Wow, that wheel, man.
The wheel
Fucking
is a random wheel. No one knows what you're going to get.
All right, we're quick. Hold on. I've got to take the headphones off.
I know.
You want me to sing it for you? Time for the meat stick. Bury the meat stick. Take out the meat stick. Time. Whoa, shocks my brain. Whoa, that what?
All right, I'm
down
gonna spin.
on my ass.
That's as far as
Good
it
job.
goes.
I don't know. Sit on my ass.
Kev, that was a really good meat stick. wook+live.
What was your name? Felipe what?
I don't remember, man. That was the finale of Moon Cabin.
I know it was.
I was the sanitation officer that turned into the hero astronaut. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to wook+live season 1. Check it out. So tonight's gonna be a little different. Instead of just one like really intense interview, we're just kind of having a Wook Hang just with some good people. So we'll just bring them in right off the top and just have a hang. I actually don't know his real name after all of this. But Mr. Clueless Wollob Barker from Wheel of Destiny Unbound. What's up, Clueless?
What's going on? My name is Caleb, but this summer on Lot, you can call me Clueless Wollob Barker. I host the Wheel of Destiny Unbound, the #1 game show in all of Game Hinge. I call it the game show of life. The only rule is that it spins. Happy, all my spins. We're playing games and having fun this summer. I've got a lot of really cool collaborators. Cash or Trade, Phan Sets.
Well, let's bring Phan Sets in, and then we'll keep talking. I want to talk about it more throughout the night, but I'm going to bring in the rest of the guests too.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right, we have Jack from Phan Sets.
Hey. What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
So Caleb set this precedent of giving the quick explanation that I can cut you off on. So if you want to start talking about Phan Sets, we'll see how it goes.
How long that goes?
Yeah.
Well, Phan Sets is a passion project I've been working on for a couple months. It's basically like something that is connecting two things that I love. One is obviously fish, which I've loved for more than half of my life. More than half, yeah. And another is crypto, Web3, blockchain, NFTs. And, I from my experience with the fish community, I truly believe and know that like there are people who are obsessed with, new technology. We've always been there. We've always been using it to connect with our community. And I want this to be.
He's going to be so pissed when he finds out he missed this episode. He's our in-house NFT nut with love. I am very intrigued by it, but I'm such a late adopter, but I'm excited to learn some more about it, and especially about your project. I actually stumbled upon your project, and it was the first thing that caught me enough to look into NFTs, right? Because before that, I was like the art stuff and like the gorillas and all that shit. I was like, all right, cool for you. Like, but when I read about yours, I was like, all right, maybe this is worth looking into. So I'm excited to talk about that. But in true Wook fashion, I'm going to move on just like I did to Caleb. We're going to come back to all these.
We need a 6 spot. It looks
I know,
weird
and
with
we
5.
actually have 2 people for that spot.
That's right.
I'm gonna actually move. Yeah, there you go.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Jen Linda, how are you?
Great. Good.
I don't know that you guys had anything to plug, so if you want to rant about anything for a minute and I could cut you off, or do you want to just go into the conversation?
I really appreciate the Clueless Wollob Barker. Like, that's a good one. Very
Yes.
nice. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
Check this out. We've got I've actually got some veterans in the chat. It sounds like apparently Narc Tom spun the wheel at YEMSG. So Narc Tom out there. And Clueless Wollob, luckily enough, he apparently did not find any reason to arrest you. Yeah, at that time. So good news for you and Narc Tom. So hopefully Narc Tom enjoyed that.
He already reached his quota for the weekend.
Yeah, fair.
Narc Tom, tell us what you landed on.
That's right. We need to hear what you did, Narc Tom. That's right.
I had MSD staff playing the wheel at the show. It was a good time.
Those were the first shows you did that at, right?
No. So my buddy, long story short, we saw one at Magnaball, a homemade wooden one that another crew had years ago, and me and my friends had talked about doing something like this for a long time. And my buddy brought this wheel to Mexico this year and created a monster within me. He'd tell you the same thing. And I've done it for fun so far, but I'm taking it on tour and then adding a lot of really cool prizes with cool collaborators like Phan Sets, Girl Tour, Cash or Trade, and Suspended in the Trees. They're going to be getting backpacks and hammocks. I've got a lot of really cool stuff planned out, and more on the way. It's $1 to play, but everyone's a winner, baby.
So the basic premise is they find you online or at the show. They give you $1, they spin the wheel.
Now, is there something about twerking?
Jesmond, the family twerker. Yeah, you got to do a little twerk for the squad. We're at a fish show. I don't expect much from a twerk, but let's have some fun with it.
I'd probably spring
why would somebody give you $1 to have to twerk on the lot when they could do it for free?
That, like I said, there's going to be less gags like that, but part of the fun of fish is the gags. So in lieu of most of the gags, we'll probably still have Show Us Your Tray Face and Jesmond. We're going to have a lot of really cool, silly, fun, different stuff to give away, including a really cool package from Jack and Phan Sets.
Awesome. What would that be, Jack?
Well, we can get into that if you'd like. Basically, we're going to... Everybody,
wait, you want to spin the wheel first? Does somebody want to spin the wheel, and then we can talk about the
yes,
Jack wants to spin the wheel.
All right,
I'll spin.
Let's see.
All right, here.
Shot.
Yes.
Nice.
Power move. Power move.
Double wood shot.
I like it.
Awesome. All right, Jack. So what is this? What is the prize for landing on?
Well, it's going to be
Sets?
basically when you land on the Phan Sets piece of pie.
Wedge. Yeah.
Wedge. You're going to enter into a raffle because I'm sure hundreds and hundreds of people who are going to spin this wheel are going to land on that wedge. And the raffle, if you hit it on the pie, you're going to get 5 entries into the raffle. And if you win the raffle, there are going to be multiple winners. You're going to win a free NFT. You're going to win a Phan Sets t-shirt.
Nice.
And a Phan Sets hat.
Will you set up
free merch?
Will you set up and do the what are the like Sherpas that like bring you up the mountain? Like I feel like I need like an NFT Sherpa. Is that the word?
You want
Yeah.
Cliff's notes?
Yeah.
Is what you want.
Right. Like, but will that
Yeah, I mean,
come with the package? Will you help me set everything up? Because that in itself would be worth winning. Because I have no idea how to like do any of that.
I am more than willing to tutor you at any moment, anytime. I could come on and I could give everybody a very clear explanation of how to get set up.
We should
why
get
you want
an
to get set
NFT
up.
show to have these types of conversations.
Yes, we should.
Yeah, I'd love to get on there. And you know, me and a couple other guys have started something called the Jam Collective, which is a group of all jam band fans, music people who are starting to bring the jam community into Web3. So it's Webstock who are building
like the dude from Disco Biscuits. He's all into it.
Brownie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a couple other guys who we're connecting with who are, you know, trying to just build a, you know, united front that we can educate people and show them the way.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a cool project. And I know that we had discussed, we're going to try to help promote and get the word out and be kind of like, actually to both of these projects, be like official, unofficial partner. I'm not good with actual like agreements and shit and figuring out the terms. So I feel like we'll just support the shit out of you guys. And
if you don't autograph anything, you don't get in any trouble.
Well, you know, with Caleb too, we were talking about hopefully he'll be at the Wook tent a lot of the summer. We're going to be having art set up most of the tour.
The wheel tent, combined powers when possible this summer.
Maybe we can sell. Maybe we could sell dollar beers, and you can get a beer and a spin for $3, $2.
You're going to get a lot of spins.
All right. Well, I guess we should talk about what you guys want to talk about last weekend, because that's kind of the big thing that's on everybody's mind.
Let's talk about it.
Boom.
All right, so let's throw it to Jen first, because I know I know you're big on Goose. What do you think? I didn't see. I haven't come across you on the timeline talking about it too much. So
I was excited for the band. I was supposed to be there originally. Flights were too expensive, so I wasn't able to go. I was a little salty about that part of it, and I was happy for the band. And they're having a lot happen really fast. A lot. Really fast. So I saw them a year ago at the drive-in, and I feel like that was a completely different band than's playing today. Some of that being really positive towards the playing and some of what they're putting out, but they've had a lot, I think, of outside influence too. So it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
And Caleb was there. Who was there? Somebody here was there.
Let me sign all of you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, amazing run of shows. They're on the rise, transcendent moment in their timeline. What a thrill for them. I'm a huge Father John Misty guy, and Trey, obviously, you know, and Goose. Is really cool evening.
What was your highlight? Like, was there a specific song or jam or part of a song?
A couple for me. Atlantic City. I'm a huge Springsteen fan. I was actually wearing a shirt that said "Not 100% sold on Bruce" with Springsteen's picture on it to the Friday show.
That's awesome.
Message me if you need one. Those are Wheel original. But a huge Springsteen guy. As far as, you know, the electric, oh my gosh, Creatures, Animal, as far as the Trace It, and everything was sick. But Dripfield, Artradia was phenomenal.
Artradia, that was good.
Artradia.
Man, that song slaps too. I love that song.
Yeah, I'd love to see Fish do something from the Goose repertoire one day. I'm sure that's going to be heresy to a lot of the community.
No.
You know what was funny about Artradia to me is it always sounded younger every time I heard Arcadia, every time I heard Goose sing it, but the second Trey sang, it sounded like a dad rock song to me. Like it totally went into Soul Planet territory. And it's funny how much like the exact, like the, regardless of the music and the melody and everything else, it's just his voice triggers it for me a little bit.
Well, I think that's a great point.
Huge shout out to the Light crew. The Light show is insane these days. Andrew Getty is crushing.
Andrew Getty, that's the guy's name? Cool.
Yes, sir.
Is he the next CK5?
He is
I would say
proud.
so. Getty Vision.
What about Billy Strings
they're
Guy?
the first ones to do the camera for the lights. I'd love to see a stream offer the camera view of the lights, or giving you the chance at home to be able to pick your view. I think Goose could really go next level if they gave us the view of the camera of the lights. So.
A lot of people.
Fam is your disciple with that. Fam is your disciple.
Yeah, their camera operator, Danny McDonald, also crushes it. I'm a big fan of all the production of what they're doing. They're crushing it.
Yeah, they've got good people. They've got, and I mean, I think that's, for me, that's the big part of it. There's kind of two pieces of it. Number one, I think what you mentioned about Trey singing Tim, is really funny and also true. But then I also think about his playing too as well. And I always love when he sits in and he plays, and especially when he plays other people's songs, but then it sounds like Trey, right? And it's just his tone. It's his, there's no one in the world that sounds like him, and I don't know if it's either from our kind of obsessive listening to him, but I just think that there's truly no one who has
so right, fam.
Such a unique tone.
Yeah,
well,
I've been thinking a lot about the Ritz Power Jam from '93, and Trey and Mike came out and played with Warren in the band. And when you listen to it, it's Trey playing over top of what the band's doing almost, because it's so distinct what he's doing, and it's almost like he isn't even playing what they're playing.
I want to throw this to the guests, but I'm curious if you guys think that's more of a result of his style of playing or of his actual guitar and the koa and his setup.
I was kind of thinking that. I mean, nobody else really plays a Languedoc, so it's really hard to.
Or is it our familiarity with his sound and being able to pick it out from the crowd after we
would a casual normie be able to hear Trey once or twice and then pick him out of a lineup?
It's an interesting question, because I think for all of us
here, we should run an experiment. Honestly, we should find some normies and play them some clips of Trey, and then see if they can pick him out.
Haven't you ever seen that video on YouTube? What Fish sounds like to non-Fish fans, and it's like a fucking train wreck of fucking voices.
So, funny story about that. I was at Fish Mexico this year, and your pet cat came on, and I was in the bathrooms, walking back to the venue, getting a drink at the bar, and that's all the local Cancun natives are working there, and the screeching cat noises are going on while I'm getting a drink. And he just looks at me and goes, "What's with the cats?" I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's hard
really
to
good question.
Cats, I think.
Yeah.
I love it, but that's a hard one to.
All right, so now this weekend at the Peach Festival, Trey Band is playing, and then following his set is Goose. Is there another sit-in in the works?
Say that one more time.
100%.
I think so, yeah. I would love to see that. I think that'd be a fun, progression of it. I'll be there. I'm hoping to find out. So keep your eyes peeled for the wheel. We'll have some handouts for Phan Sets, maybe some other stuff going on as well.
Speaking of the wheel, Jen, you want to spin?
Sure.
Do I want to spin?
And what you got?
This is for Jen.
Let's see what it said. What did it say?
Woo.
Woo.
You got a woo.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2. Woo!
Nice.
Coordinated woo. Nailed it.
I love the idea of playing this spin game during the show, but we're not really prepared as far as what to jump right back into. It's going to interrupt the flow a little bit, but I'm not going to stop it because
let's get back to the Peach thing.
Well,
okay, so Trey comes out. Let's say Trey does a set. They haul the gear over to the other side. He comes out, plays a couple songs at the end of Goose's set. Does that set up Goose doing a run where Trey is a special guest for 10 shows?
I think it'll be reversed.
I was thinking more Peter or Rick or someone from Goose would probably sit in with Trey Band this time around.
Yeah.
What about the percussionist? He should sit in with Ciro.
Oh, Jeff Arvalo? Yeah, that would be. Oh man, they would crush it together. I would love to see that.
Then you can actually hear him play with Tab's mix.
You can hear Ciro, so at least you would hear Jeff then for sure. We were having the conversation that Jeff is often so muted in the mix.
That's true.
Although we had a conversation, I really think actually in Radio City he really like was turned up a little bit, and I don't know if that's the quality of Radio
He probably
City's
said something. He was like,
sound.
"Guys, this isn't cool. Like, I appreciate being in the band and all, but can like you turn
Mix
me
me
up,
up,
a
brothers. Mix me up. And
I
honestly,
thought
he's
he
a
was
chill
shining.
player
He's
too.
subtle from time to time. You know, it is not. It's flourishes here and there. It's really not.
It's the flourish. That's proof of my theory. He is Fishman's flourish, right? Like honestly, that's what it was. It's like Rick was a Fish fan, I think, and he has a certain sound in his head of what he wanted, and Ben is a great drummer, but just doesn't have the flourishes. So they brought in Jeff to be
I always
a
assumed
flourish to Ben.
I always assumed the percussionist was their drug dealer, and they're like, "All right, dude, why don't you join the band?"
No, he's played in other bands with them for years. Or I don't even know how it's pronounced. Orabolo. They're playing a show actually in the next couple of days. But the one other thing I really liked about the shows is seeing different versions of songs. You talk about Slow Maze these days. They've got 2 or 3 different versions of a couple different songs. It's So Ready, Hot Tea. The new album version is way funkier, way slower and groovier. I'm a fast tea guy myself, but I think they're both sick.
Yeah,
but there's only one Jive.
There's 3. There's Jive, Jive 2, and Jive League.
Yeah, there's literally 3 jives. Kev, what are we talking about here?
Jive.
Kevin's just stirring the pot right there.
Just a pot stirring over there. That's right.
Kevin, you want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I hope you get Kermit, honestly. I don't know if people saw that, but there's the Kermit Cavern connection where you have to sing Cavern as Kermit. All right, let's see.
Let's see what they have.
Little
What
feet
was
of
it?
strength.
Huh?
Little feet of strength.
Oh, so I get to sing Willin'?
my friend.
I get to sing Willin'?
Yeah.
Oh, or Willin'.
Or Willin' while you do push-ups.
And bring me wheat, rice, and wine, and I'll show you a
Dude,
sign.
this doesn't have to be as Kermit.
That was awful.
'Cause I'll
I mean,
be
seriously.
willing to be moving.
Lowell George was actually just
Like,
What's that, Linda?
yeah.
Boo.
That was terrible.
All right, so we have something in place for moments like these where things tend to simmer down. We're in the ambient jam portion of the show tonight, so we're just going to take the energy down. We're actually going to have a roundtable conversation, and I will direct this so we don't have to all jump in and do the Wook thing. We wanted to have a conversation because there's a lot of festivals coming up. Kev alluded to it with Peach Fest coming up. So we wanted to see what this Wook Fest, a fictional Wook Fest, if we went around the horn and picked bands to headline. Now, keep in mind, the order you pick them in is the order from the top of the ticket. So the first few bands we mention are your headliners, and we'll go around until I guess we get bored of this. First of all, what are we calling this Wook Festival?
I wanted to call it.
Well, should we cut in?
Real.
This is amazing. Hold on, though. We got breaking news because this is happening.
oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
Trey,
this
making
is
moves.
happening.
Nice.
Does that?
Yeah.
Does
Can we
that
get a live feed of that?
does that reduce or hurt Rick and Peter at all? Like, are they sitting there like? Does it diminish the
Yes, it
sit-in
does.
this weekend
They're like,
at all?
what?
I don't think so.
Wait, you're muted, Ken.
I mean, take it
They're
how
like
you will.
Wolverine in that meme, like standing there and Trey's making out with Billy
Looking at
String.
the picture frame.
Incorrect to me in no way, shape, or form. Number one. Number two, if
We were
anything,
about to have the most formality that we've ever had on this channel with a nice round table, and we instantly
let's go
got
back to
derailed
it.
into a
We'll go
tangent.
back. We'll go back to
Tell
it.
me about your theory on Billy Strings. It's fine. This is Wook Plus. It's nobody gives a shit. It's okay.
I just think that again, what's really cool to me is that there is clearly a new generation, and what is really amazing about that, and to me, honestly, like I love Humphreys, I love Mo, I love those bands. I follow those bands, String Cheese, Widespread, literally have seen some of those bands over 25, 30 times in my life, traveled around to see them, adore them. Okay.
Yeah.
it's time for new blood. It's time for new blood. It's time for bands to do different things, to be bringing new voices and new things, and
Can
young
I ask
people.
you a question though?
And young people in particular, young folks. And so to see Billy Strings and to see Goose and to see bands like that embracing the legacy of jam bands and embracing, this community, but then taking it to new levels and new things.
Wait, fam. I want to interrupt you though, because I feel like you're missing a whole slew of bands like Twiddle and Spafford and look, you know what I mean? There were a lot of bands between Mo and Humphreys and String Cheese and now Goose and Billy and them. You know what I mean? Like there was that middle generation. Is that like the Gen X that everybody forgets about and we're talking like boomers and millennials? Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to, because this isn't new. I'm not trying to put down Goose at all. I actually really love him and I like listening to him. Or at least I'm on the rise with it. But I remember these conversations a few years ago with Spafford and with Twiddle and with I feel like the new jam band has happened a lot.
I think for me to answer that question, I think for me, what you're conflating is, and I love those bands too, and they're great bands. They're just, I think it's okay to say that whether it's timing or whatever it is, I'm willing to say talent, exactly, and that I don't think they're as good. Now, if that's just me, that's just me. I don't think those bands are as good, and I think there's a reason why that Goose is where they're at. I think there's a reason why Billy Strings is where they're at, is because they are transcendent talents. I mean, they are talents that can rise above the cream of this, because there is a lot of those lower jam bands, and that's why
this is a good transition then, because now that we've mentioned some of these bands, right? With the middle Gen X, Twiddle, Pigeons, Spafford, right? And then the new ones. Now we can go around and do the Wook Festival. We have all these bands fresh in mind.
Nice.
And I'm curious how this will come together.
Who goes first then? We got to let our guests go first.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's go across the bottom left to right with the guests, and then we'll come back up around with Kev. So Jen and Linda, you guys can pick two if you each have your own, or you could do it collectively.
Oh yeah, we're not together. Okay.
Now keep in mind, this first one is the headliner for Wookapalooza.
Your headliner. You have to pick a headliner.
My headliner, I think, would be North Mississippi All Stars.
They made it to the top of the ticket.
That's awesome. Finally, see, we're showing them bands love. See,
that's a band you see on every festival poster forever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they work their asses off.
Luther Dickinson.
They do work their asses off. They never stop touring, it feels like, and making new albums.
And they revived the Word thing with Medeski and Robert Randolph for Peach.
Accurate.
Which is
the Word is coming back. That is a
one of the greatest shows I ever saw. Was the Word at the 930 Club. They just tore the fucking roof off that place. It was amazing.
Great pick.
All
See,
right,
that's
so
already
Jen, you're up
A+ pick.
Well, I have to pick Neil Francis. I don't really know if he's a headliner. But I'm with him, I think he's fabulous. So Neil Francis.
Awesome.
Neil Francis.
Nice. Do you like
it's gonna be the most unique festival ever, I think, by the end of it.
This is so
I
good.
like to consume new to me music live, so I have not listened to him a ton. I have watched him a little bit, and I know I want to go and see him. But like, I went and saw Goose, and I hadn't listened to them barely at all before I went and saw him. Like, I gotta.
That's a good way to do it. Stay open minded. I feel like, right?
Yeah, I'll go see anybody live. Anybody. Yeah, for sure. Not listening.
Love that attitude.
You'll go see Phan Sets pick.
Yeah,
even.
Yeah, I mean,
you have the third liner.
If we're picking a headliner and we want to bring in the real Wooks to Wookapalooza,
will he do it? Fish. He's even wearing the hat, like real draft.
I love that they're in the 3 spot because it'll give them a little bit of like,
maybe they're just headlining night 3. Headlining night 3.
Exactly.
I love it.
I'm glad they made it though. I mean, I'm glad they made it to Wookapalooza. That would have been weird to not have them.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb.
Now that Trey's on the lineup, I'm gonna go with St. Vincent because I would love to see a collaboration between them. I'm all about girl tour. Iculus is a woman.
Ding, ding, ding. Very nice.
I can pick the best so far.
So
That's going to be a prize on the wheel this summer from Girl Tour. Iculus is a woman stickers.
Cool. I love it.
All right. So is it my turn?
That is really funny. Iculus is a woman, by the way. Of course she is.
No, Iculus is David Murray, but that's a story for tomorrow.
Oh, David Mayfield. Yeah, David Mayfield.
Yeah.
We got a story about that coming up, but that's a different story. Okay, go.
So my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want the spin doctors there.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Inside baseball.
1, 2.
All right, Fam, what do you got?
Oh, yeah.
Spin Doctor?
Spin doctors. Yes, right. Little Kev cannot be wrong. We're gonna go with, for me, a band that's very near and dear to my heart, and I think they fit in with the overall eclecticness of this festival. I'm going with TV on the Radio.
Oh,
TV on the Radio, which would be a comeback for them.
With the 400 unit. I
Wow.
thought.
Come on, no spoilers, brah. Don't be over there giving my picks away.
Trey sitting in for Golden Age?
See, that's what I'm thinking. See, then there you go. There
You just
Trey
changed
is
my
our
whole
artist at large.
vision of this festival. Because I was very much in the jam world, like myopic.
Stay in it, brother.
I know
Stay
you
in
just
man.
blew
That's
it
the
up for
beauty
me.
of
It's
it.
crazy.
Get it? Yeah, let's go. What do you?
I'm gonna bring it right back though to the world that I
course you
know.
are.
I feel like so there's
Yeah.
3 bands I have in mind that I want to pick. I guess I should pick one. I shouldn't say the other ones. Can we do it like you do when you draft, where I give mine and then it goes back down?
Yeah.
The
So
snake?
snake draft.
Snake
You got
draft.
2. You got 2 picks.
All right, so I got 2 then. I'm gonna go with Taper's Choice. Shout out, Mama.
Great pick.
When at Deer Creek, I put that on the lot. Each day we'd show up a few hours early. We set our tent up and shit and hang out. And every night I put it on, and everyone that heard it was like, "This is incredible. What is it? Wow, that was a really good jam. Was that the Dead, or was that Fish, or was that?" You know what I mean? Like each jam has a different feel that's reminiscent of other bands. So, and then the other way around, this
Friends
is
of the
shout out
show.
to my
We'll say friends of the show, right?
friends of the show,
Taper's
Choice.
Choice.
Go
That's right.
back and check out that episode. And then a selfish pick is actually Snarky Puppy.
Because you like Young Ryan.
Yeah,
Young Ryan.
no, you know what? More than Young Ryan likes that band, and more than he likes Goose too. No, I actually really dig Larnell Lewis are their new, well, not new, he's been doing it for a long time. Their drummer, and he's one of my idols from a drumming standpoint. Plus, it'd be cool to hear them. All right, fam, back to you.
Oh no, you got your second pick for Snake.
Oh, I had Taper's Choice and Snarky Puppy.
Oh, I didn't get him on there. Oh yeah, it does. Snarky Puppy. Okay, I got him down here
That's
for
what I'll
round 2.
do is Snarky Puppy.
Okay, and now we're back to
So
me.
these are your mid-level bands.
Yeah,
So go
but
big.
we're taking but we're going kind of off of that, and I want to do something really special for my guy because I want Scott McKeeta to come. I want this guy right down here with this wook+. Only he would. I don't even know what he's talking about, but he's Wook of the Year for a reason. I want Scott McKeeta to come, so I'm gonna invite REM.
What reason?
REM is coming to our festival, to our Wook festival.
Nice.
REM coming back. REM come back. There is
Rem
some folks
Fest.
that exactly, baby. REM for
Now these have to be active bands, I guess, because everything's been
I thought-
active.
Hey,
I'm
I have
not
to
gonna do-
I thought we were
interrupt
doing
you.
Dead or Alive.
I'm
Dead or
getting hit
Alive?
with all sorts of private messages to share this this picture that we have. This is
Oh, nice.
amazing.
so we have proof.
Follow me on Instagram for more fun stuff like this. You'll see some wheel content. Wheel of Destiny Unbound.
I was wondering how people were gonna find you, and then I saw a picture of you out there, and I was like, "They'll find you."
I'm like-
that won't be a problem.
So am I alive or am I dead?
You're alive.
Your choice.
I have to be alive.
That's a weird question to ask, man.
No, your person can be dead. Kev, that's
I can?
fine. Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to bring back the Clash then. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Going straight to hell.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like we've lost the original intent, but I'm okay
No,
with that.
this is an amazing festival already.
All
Wookapalooza.
right, so it's Fantasy Fest.
Exactly.
Fantasy Fest, right? I was thinking
Well,
more like
I
legit.
didn't
Let's
know
book
that.
a festival.
Band. I
That's
would
okay,
have
you have
gone in a
another
totally
pick.
different
And I don't know.
If you really
Okay.
want, if you really would want a band that still exists, I would
Yeah.
put in The Cure.
That's
Okay.
also a great choice. Well, we're changing it. Okay, The Cure. In.
All right, Caleb.
Caleb.
I'm going Daft Punk.
Oh,
that'd be
hell
cool.
yeah.
Call.
They gotta do the late night, right?
Got to.
Exactly.
Bring the pyramid back.
Hell yeah. Late night pyramid tent. Hells yeah. Now we're talking. This is really cooking now, baby. All right.
I'm
What do
gonna
we got?
go
Jack.
with a guy who I've seen at a number of festivals, and every time, unexpectedly, but maybe a lot of people expected that it would happen, has entertained the entire crowd, no matter what their aversions or whatever were, and that's Jack White.
Hey,
Okay.
All right,
So,
White Stripes burn the house down at Bonnaroo 07 on Sunday night. Killer set.
Push it in skin. I forgot.
Jen.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
yeah.
And it's dead or alive, right?
No, alive.
Accurate.
Well,
Cameron says-
give both.
Oh.
Give if you want to give a dead as a fill-in, but then I think we're also
Fine,
want to
I
have
would
an
always
alive
pick
one.
the Beastie Boys. Always, always, always.
I saw them at Bonnaroo 09. It's so fucking good.
Fuck yeah, man. Last one. And otherwise, I guess for festival lineup, I'd go Aqueous. I don't think they're gonna be.
Yeah, all right. I like
Nice
them.
call.
That's a sneaky one that I always forget about, and then I hear them like they pop up on like, whatever station or playlist. You're like, oh fuck yeah, they're awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right, Linda.
Great choice.
Did you forget?
No, it came back. Wolfpack would be my.
All right.
Yes.
Trey played with them, didn't he?
At
Trey
Red Rock
good?
2 years ago. Yeah.
Trey's as much a
That was a
horror
good
as
sit-in.
fucking,
Dude, he's a
Bruce
total fucking horror. It's so awesome.
They played the
Okay.
Michael Jackson, the Free Willy song. I forget the name of it.
Okay.
the Free
Oh,
Willy
yeah, they
song.
did. River Jordan, so I'll
Yeah,
be there.
yeah.
You will be there. Hold me. Yeah, that song.
Yeah, exactly.
You are my brother.
Sam, that you know that.
Yeah,
But you
Free
saw Michael
Willy.
Jackson, didn't you, when you were young?
I saw Mike. Mike was my first concert, man. Bad
Who wants to
tour.
spin? Does anyone
Call
want to
back,
spin the
call
wheel?
back.
Hold on. Can we do one thing real quick? Sorry, I'm
Michael
Wait, I
Jackson.
want to
all of a
say
sudden.
something. We're gonna do one. I think we should do one more round of it. You go first,
Or-
fam. You go first.
Or could we add the chat in? The chat has got.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
give the
definitely.
chat some.
Add in.
How about Jenny
But I
Lewis?
want to point something out before we go to the chat. We've
Okay.
gone through 2 rounds of our Wook Fest, and Goose is still not in the lineup. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
They've got plenty of stuff coming up. They're around and available.
Let's roll with this. Let's go back to Linda.
Well, let's
and see
wait.
what
Aren't we
you
going
got.
to the chat? How does that work?
No,
You know what
I'm
producer,
writing some of the
fam, you
chats.
do it.
I'm writing the chats down. Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
write. I'll add them later.
Okay.
What you got, Linda?
Oh,
Wait, no, we already did Linda, didn't we?
No,
no,
we're
she's
going
the
back
double.
around. We're snaking, remember?
Yeah. Snake.
J-Rad is my pick.
There you go.
Good call.
You put 2 heavyweights up back to back.
Dude, I'm
it's a good one.
sick.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know
You
anything
wanna
about Eggy.
Eggy, I love Eggy. They're my
Ooh.
favorite. But I'm
Eggy.
trying to get them on the show, and they're very.
Yeah, well, I know they're watching this, so contact Kevin so we can have you on the show.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Eggy. You know you love me.
Got picked to be in the fantasy Wookpalooza.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on,
All right,
Where-
back to you,
where-
Jack.
where you
Last
at?
pick.
Jack.
All right, I'm going big. This is just gonna like pull every Wook out of every closet to come back for this show, the greatest, most anticipated reunion we've ever.
Crow's listening.
The Talking Heads.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh.
That would be cool.
They needed
Nice.
that. We needed them. That's a great. That's a great.
Ooh,
This
Chloe.
reminds me, by the way, of a really good playlist, and I don't know where it is, but an idea is to do Fish covers, but the originals makes a phenomenal curated playlist, like with like
There's a really
Queen and
good-
Talking Heads and Zeppelin and
Fish
to
and
be on the
Zeppelin
radio.
are
and
out
all.
to a lot of-
That's all the set break music on Spotify, all from 2009 to now.
Yeah, I
It's
love
like
listening
10,000
to that.
songs.
What's of that? Wow.
So what you got for us there, Clueless?
Clueless.
The purple one, Prince.
Purple.
Ah.
You're bringing back the dead, huh?
You get another choice.
Can we have a holograph? We'll make him a holograph.
Oh, we could do a holograph Prince.
The holograph Prince experience.
Prince and Company played by somebody else.
Dude, that
Everybody
is
gets a
hilarious.
Another dream thing for Trey.
You could do a holograph festival. Frank Zappa.
Oh my God.
JGB.
I thought Zappa first too, Linda, was
Yeah.
the first thing I thought too, which I think would be
JGB
weird
awesome.
because I don't know.
Oh, that's the best. We'll put a holograph. We'll put holograph Prince.
Awesome, too.
All right, so
We
I
just
get
have a holograph stage.
I get another picture.
Holograph Prince will sit in with Jerry Garcia band,
Since
and
we've
it'll blow the Trey Goose to sit in out of the water. They'll be like, "Holy fuck!"
we've neglected certain categories. I'm
Jerry.
gonna
Have
go
we?
with KRS-One.
Oh my
Woo.
gosh, yes, we have, and that is a great choice. Absolutely.
Let him come educate everybody.
The
BDP
craziest shit
Boogie
ever.
Down Productions, baby. Now we're talking. All right. Geez, Kev, that threw me for a loop. All right, but that's a really great choice. But I'm gonna
There's
go
Nikita.
with.
There you go.
Well, come on, man. I'm gonna go with the Queen of Soul,
Oh,
the greatest singer of all time, the voice of a
Nicki
generation, Anita Baker.
Minaj.
Anita Baker.
hey.
Is the greatest singer of all time, and Anita should headline every festival to just make us feel good and send us home with some church and just make us feel right. And Anita will absolutely
Need Anita.
exactly. So she is in our festival. Absolutely. Tim gets to wrap up the festival.
You know what other band hasn't been mentioned? I'm not going to say it till after
No.
you say
Let
yours.
me answer, and then we can talk about it. So, if I'm not trying to be a cool Wook or an in the know Wook, and I was trying to think of the most authentic, truly just humble Wook artist or band to be in the festival, this is not cool or knowledgeable in any way. The reality is you can't have a true Wook festival without Rusted Root. So I feel like that actually brings the
Really
Wook,
good
and
friend.
that who closes out the festival.
Full circle.
I thought you would say Twiddle.
Right. If I
I thought-
wanted to be like a foil or something. Also, Goose didn't make Wookfest, which is really
Neither
fucking
did Billy
nuts.
motherfucking Strings, did he?
Right, or pigeons, but we opened it up into like
Or
once you open it up
so
into
many
like
bands,
real
man.
world outside the jam bands.
Funny bang.
The Goose
Fire's a
crowd
good
not
call.
so Wook as the rest of the
Yeah.
team.
Arcade Fire, that's another good one.
Oh man.
There's so many good bands I'd want
Goose's
other
acoustic
people
cover
to. Yeah.
of Wake Up was
Goose's
awesome.
acoustic cover of Wake Up was so
That was
amazing, was so timely. People don't I don't think people clue in how Arcade Fire is an incredible
Oh,
protest band. I mean, that song, that whole album, every album they have is has a message. And I promise you that
Dude,
was
P
purposeful.
Groove.
That was purposeful
P
by
Groove
Goose
for
to
sure.
choose that. P
they're
Groove
my
should be in
fourth
there.
pick. Arcade Fire for sure. Like they
J Rad,
incredible.
etc.
Well, that was actually before I changed the rounds and everything up. But yeah, we'll just bring in J Rad, etc. But that's what we got for, and then
Oh, yeah.
Eggy Talking Heads. What is that, like a double set where they switch off?
oh man, I suck at typing. But holograph prints.
It's like a sandwich and into.
Yeah. You're bringing in
Usually
Tommy.
we did into best singer in the world, Anita fucking Baker, but
Anita,
And the
did
queen
you actually
of
type Anita
Cinderella.
fucking Baker? Because that would have been cooler.
Yeah, you should have put Anita fucking Baker.
it would be.
Okay, and some of the chat has been blowing up. So we want to show the chat some love, and I've been trying to write down some. We've got Jenny Lewis, Ween, Morphine, Tenacious D, ALO, The Works. How about some of these bands, right? Old
Max
school
Creek, Perpetual Groove,
bands.
Arcade
P
Fire.
Groove.
I saw
So-
Karina
Week
Reichman
Long
in there.
Festival.
Dude,
Pink
Then
Karina,
come with Todd
absolutely.
Rundgren as Jerry. Now that's hot. Can I get some of that?
How about
Todd
Todd
Rundgren
Rundgren
is Jerry, is that what
and
that said?
Blue?
Oh, bang the drum all day, my friends.
How about Todd Rundgren and Adrian Ballou touring David Bowie?
That would be weird.
Well,
That
they're
would be
actually
amazing.
David Bowie
about
was
David
very
Gilmour?
tall.
Anybody
He
seen
married
David
that woman,
Gilmour?
Imana, and I think she was like as
I love
tall
David.
as he was, which is weird because they were
Incredible.
both like 6'3", 6'4". I don't know.
My friend Chase got a Todd Rundgren tattoo after a long weekend of Todd Rundgren at Deer Creek last year. He has a
Nice.
bang the drum tattoo.
Regrets.
No. Long Tall Sally, aka Chase, would tell you he loves that
That's
tattoo.
great. He's awesome.
You were right, Anderson.
Guitar player.
This was named all bands.
Just name bands.
It's a dream. So we can
All right,
tell
I'll-
everybody it's great.
I
That's
think
fun.
I'm gonna spin the wheel.
For you?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let
And
me
then just
spin
to
it then.
transition.
Let the Clueless spin it for you.
Let me spin it
Yeah,
for
we
you.
need
Because
to
I don't know
spin-
what
You
they
wanna
are.
spin- you wanna
So
spin this wheel?
That wheel in
Yeah,
action.
Caleb.
Let's go with.
uh-oh.
Let's go with.
Spin it for Tip.
Oh lordy.
Let's
Oh,
see what
boy.
we got. Jasmine the family twerker.
No, that is
That's
I almost guarantee
wheel
you that is not
reprise. I think
happening.
it's coming.
Yeah,
want me
no,
to-
I'm just gonna do it right here. Tell me if you can see.
You're a
Oh.
white guy at a fish show. I don't
my
expect
God.
much.
He
Oh, he's-
really likes you.
I think we're supposed to pretend he's.
How was that?
he's- Yeah, you killed
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Good stuff.
Pick it up.
Killed it.
No, I want to see you really do something here. I'm going to make you do this one.
Lordy.
All right, hold on.
Since it's named after you, a Wook shot.
Yeah, the Wook shot.
I
And
got
that
a
was just
poor
random.
shot.
I didn't know where you were.
Hold on. This
People
one
are-
requires a little bit of prep.
I brought a Wook shot bottle with me.
Who else is going? I'll go on Caleb's wheel. I'm
You ready
ready.
to spin my wheel, fam? Say it.
Yes, let's do
Wait, I'm
this.
doing it.
Oh shoot.
Ass-handed compliment. You've got to give me an ass-handed compliment.
Whoa, that Wook shot
Oh.
was unreal. Oh, ass-handed compliment. Oh man, I gotta give you an ass-handed compliment.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Why
sir.
didn't I get that one?
I got thick skin. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Let's have some fun with it.
I'm good with the ass-handed compliments.
You'll get your turn. Great win.
That jacket really sets that shirt off like it's a real compliment. They compliment each other well. That's a great choice. Is that an ass-handed compliment? I don't know. Is that bad?
I think it could be saltier. Yours could use some work.
Can I
I'm
try?
bad at that. I'm the
Can
worst
I
one at
try
that.
one?
Yeah, you do
We'll
one,
take
Kev.
it.
All right. How about those posters look really good for a bathroom.
You want your own spin now?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
think they were
Good Kev in here.
Craig.
Show us your tray face.
Okay.
I thought you were normally a little louder.
Wait, can you do that again, Ken?
No, I get
No.
You can go back and grab that one later. Jack, you want to spin?
Yeah, why not?
Ass-handed compliment.
To you?
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're too nice. I think you're Canadian. Did I check that in your accent?
I am Canadian, yeah.
Oh,
Nailed
dude, give
it,
an ass-handed
nailed
compliment.
it.
Just give him a genuine compliment.
I love
Your hair
Philip
looks
and
great
Terrence.
tonight. What
Thanks.
did
I'm
you
getting
do
it dyed
different?
next week. Got to keep it fresh for summer tour.
By the way, I feel like calling a
That's
Canadian
amazing.
polite is kind of an ass-handed compliment.
It is.
In and of
Can be.
itself.
It is in and of
We're
itself.
not all that nice.
You're
We
going to
just got a
scare
good
off the rest
PR.
of the guests.
Pardon?
No, I'm nothing. Go
All right,
ahead.
is it Jen
Jen,
and Linda's
you up?
turn?
Come on,
Jen
you
and
wanna
Linda's
speak
turn.
where we
are?
Here we go.
Get
Jen's
it.
in.
I thought you
Poor
ladies
Jen
looked
and
like
Linda are
better.
like, what did we get into? What did I
Cash
agree?
and trade. So this one's an example for our summer tour. I just started talking to them, and we're gonna give them away some prizes. Perhaps you're our first winner. I'll get in touch with them and see if we can see what we
I
can
didn't
work
know
out.
we could win prizes. That's why they give you $1.
That's why
Yeah,
you're giving me
well,
a
he
dollar.
didn't work,
And
so-
also with that, 10% of all proceeds, all spend proceeds are going to the fish charities, Water Wheel, Mockingbird, and Divided Sky. Phan Sets is going to donation match me this summer. So we're raising some money
That's
for the causes
awesome.
along the way.
Wow.
I have a technical question. Can I limit the number of spins I give to your cause? Because I want to offer some Wook merch, but I don't want like 400 Wooks to
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
Wook
I mean,
Plus
like,
merch
I would
and
say-
put me out
I
of
would say
business.
I've got a lot of different things I can put on here. It's a dry erase wheel. So whatever you're willing to put out there, once once that's
You
gone,
can donate, right, fam? I mean, the guys in charge, Llama and T, aren't here, so
Yeah,
yeah.
and we need to get up with the interns. We depend on them a lot.
But
I'm
yes,
dangerous. I'm
100.
dangerous around interns.
You got to watch out for our interns. They're fucking.
Caleb, are you doing the whole tour?
Pardon?
Are you doing the whole tour?
I'm doing everything except Toronto. I've got my dog, one of my
Oh,
co-hosts with me,
you'll be
Chef
in my
Kaz.
backyard. You'll be in my backyard at
So
Merriweather.
we're not crossing into Toronto, but I'll be everywhere else. If I can set up with a booth on lot, I'll be doing that.
With
If
wook+.
not,
It's
if
always
not,
good
the
to
wheel
booth
is pretty
on lot.
mobile. I can walk around and play
Okay.
games and have fun that way. So
Well, the plan right now for me, and I don't know if I announce this, feel free to reject me on air.
I'm
But I
rejecting
would
you,
love to
whatever you're
have you
gonna say.
with us at wook+, and we'll be at the Man, Bethel, Hartford, Merriweather, AC, and Dick's.
totally.
So
We
And I've
being
talked about
Navy Jones
Tim.
Beach.
We being
Yeah.
Tim.
and I've talked about
and
linking
Scott.
up with Girl Tour and Cash or Trade when they're on lot as well. So hopefully we can all do one big party.
Hell yeah,
Um,
we got flags. You'll see, it's awesome.
Yeah,
And a
totally.
pile of
But
Phan
I'm-
Sets stickers.
the more the merrier. Is that Selena?
Aretha.
Aretha.
That's
yeah.
Aretha. It's for respect. Respect. Anytime I'm like respect, I pull up my Aretha cassette. That was given to me by our friend Tyler. Tyler, we love you out there too. Very random gift. And we got we got the Sam Malone baseball card coming
Sam
out.
Malone rookie card.
Oh, that's fresh.
Wait, how did this evolve in the baseball card?
I think we've
Mr.
got one
October.
more. I think we've got one more spinner.
Yeah.
Yes, Linda, are you ready to spin?
Linda, you're up for spinning.
You can say no.
No, I'll
Nope.
spin.
What's she land on? Spin FT. You're our first raffle entrant.
Oh,
Oh,
for Phan Sets. Yay.
Good.
I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with it? Look
You're
at
in.
that. Nice. Can we see that
Superwoman.
again? Is it stamps?
Yes.
Very
Superwoman
nice.
stamps. How fun.
Wonder Woman.
You know, I was such
Superwoman.
a
That's how much I know.
fan of Linda Carter back in the late 70s or whenever she was on, because I was like 9 and I was like discovering things I never knew, and I was like, she is the greatest thing
That's the
ever.
baseball card talk.
Kev,
Exactly.
I really, I'm gonna be honest. I really want you to land on the Kermit Cavern Connection on the digital wheel. Would you be willing to spin again?
At the end of the
Yeah.
show. At the
All right,
end of the
let's
show,
just
I
try
will.
one. Let's just try one now.
Not me, somebody else. It's somebody
Kev,
else's
it
turn.
has to be you, man.
Are you ending the show now?
I like how
No,
we're
man,
giving
just
up the
spin
premise.
fucking wheel.
All right, spin the wheel. Go ahead.
You have to. What was that? It's not
Pitch the
Kermit.
Game Hinge movie.
Yep,
Pitch the Game Henge
movie.
Pitch the
Elevator
Game Henge
pitch.
movie.
Name some
Right,
actors,
all right.
plot points. Sell me on it.
Right.
Do it in a minute, though.
Oh,
Less than a minute.
guy starts to have dementia, and he's walking his dog one day, and he ends up in this fantastic world, and he thinks that he's going to save.
You're not going to give
these
us names
people.
or anything? Well, we know
Huh?
who you're talking about. It's okay. Who
He
plays
thinks
him?
he's going to save these people that are called the lizards. And eventually, when the movie ends, we see him hooked up to life support at the end of the flick.
I was
I'm not
envisioning Dustin
buying
Hoffman
it.
in that part.
It's kind of like a Wizard of Oz thing.
Hashtag Kev's bad takes. Bad takes.
Horrible takes.
Yeah, that was exactly.
Kevin, that's his kid doing it.
I don't know, man. I feel like a pitch you got to be like Colonel Forbin played by, and then you name a good like Jonathan Majors, and Wilson played by like J.K. Simmons or
Yes.
like Nicolas Cage, and it's set in like a turn of the
Wilson by
century
J.K.
Brooklyn, New York, and this vet from the War of 1812 comes in. You know what I mean? Like I'm changing it because it's like
I think
it's like a World War II vet, but you like
whoever
pitch it.
plays Darth Vader in the series for Obi-Wan needs to play Rutherford because he
That's
needs to be a
Hayden
huge
Christensen?
imposing dude.
Yeah, it's the same. It's Anakin, man. Hayden Christensen. The women and the
Another
children.
Canadian.
I killed them.
How
Canadians
about we
can't
have
be
an all
Darth Vader.
Canadian cast and we get what's his name from Wayne's World? We get him to be Rutherford.
Who's Tila? Who's
Tina
Tila?
Carvey.
Marissa
who's
Tomei.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei.
Marissa
Love
Tomei is
Marissa Tomei.
Tila. She is wonderful. Great actress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
But
and
she-
that turn of
My cousin
personality
Vinny
that Tila
is
takes,
perfection.
I feel like you need a little comic relief with that. You can't go like I feel like you can't go Angelina Jolie or like that route. You got to have a like, you know what I
Maybe
mean?
when,
Like, you have to have that Marissa Tomei.
What if you go like Julianne Moore? Like, or somebody like you gotta to me you gotta have somebody with like a little bit of mysteriousness about them. You know what I mean? Like that's just you
Yeah.
already don't trust. You like think it's hot as hell, but you don't trust them at all. You know, if that makes sense. You got to find those ones. We got to find one of those.
Who's the actress?
There we go. Wadi
Mila
for the win
Kunis?
there.
Mila
Wadi for
Kunis,
the win.
Who's the actress from Queen's Gambit? She
would be wonderful. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, she'd be a good team.
Gene Wilder's dead. That would be part of it.
That would be awesome.
What if all I like the Nicolas Cage aspect. Like, what if all the lizards were like Nicolas Cage in different, like,
and the lizards by Nicolas
but
Cage.
they all were Nicolas Cage in one way or another.
Yes.
He really is a lizard.
You just sold it. You just sold the whole project.
Now that's a fucking pitch.
I'm in Hollywood right now.
Really?
It takes. Yeah.
I thought you were in Canada.
Right there.
You're Canadian, but you're in Hollywood.
He's in North Canada, Hollywood.
Oh,
There's some other Canadian actors. It should be all Canadian actors. Like the Ryan Reynolds could be like Rutherford the Brave or something.
I like it.
Dane Cook, isn't he Canadian?
Dane Cook. No one likes Dane Cook.
So.
Bring him back for
Mike Myers is Canadian. He could be Iculus.
Mike Myers should be Forbin.
Or Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
No, Morgan Freeman should be Iculus.
Dan Aykroyd as Iculus.
Dan Aykroyd, another Canadian.
Or
Rick
Chevy
Moranis
Chase.
could come back.
When
Rick
you
Moranis
market a show
back.
as a Wook hangout, you have
This
to
is great.
expect pitching
He's
game.
blackballed. Rick Moranis is blackballed.
Who's gonna be Sloth though?
No, Rick Moranis. Y'all know what happened with Rick Moranis? Why you don't see him anymore?
No.
His wife died of cancer, and he wanted his kids to live a normal childhood, so he stepped away from Hollywood. That's why I haven't seen him really act in years.
That's admirable.
Wow.
I'm glad it's not a Mickey Rourke situation.
No. He started dabbling in acting again, so you might see Rick Moranis a little more these days. But that's why he kind of faded away after a while.
You know who could
I
be the
think the
sloth?
sloth
Jack
is
Black.
Seth Rogen, maybe.
Jack Black is the sloth. Who? Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen.
No basements, please.
I'm the sloth.
You're nailing it. You're nailing that Rogen impersonation. Nailing it. Keep it going.
Hank Azaria, AC/DC bag.
AC/DC bag is an interesting cast.
Mr. Palmer's like the puny accountant assistant, right?
Yeah, but Mr. Palmer's only in it for like 30 seconds when you see him snapping his neck.
Right,
at the
so it'd be
gallows,
like
you
a
know?
John Krasinski cameo.
All right.
I don't know.
Bring in The Office. It should be The Office doing the whole cast of The Office does
Yes.
actually.
There you go.
Seems perfect now. Like it's already cast. It's already cast.
No, that's the
Stanley.
style of the movie, though, with like the what do you call that? The testimonials,
Exactly.
like the awkward testimonials from like Sheila and like Colonel Foreman.
A+. We got it. We got it figured out already. So look at this. This is good.
That was longer than an elevator pitch, but it worked.
Yeah.
Well, when Kev was doing it, it was just horseshit. Sorry, Kev, but when we made it collective,
I didn't know where I
communal.
didn't prepare. I will be honest. I did not prepare.
I know I made you spin a lot. I'm sorry. I really just wanted to hear your Kermit impression again.
All right.
That's right. Well, it's coming, right? It's coming.
What? Well, I said
guys are
at the
so
end of the show we'll spin one more time, but let's thank everybody, and we're going to see Mr. Barker all over the place.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna meet him hopefully
That's this Saturday, and then everywhere except Toronto on Fish Tour.
Hopefully, I'll meet you at MPP because that's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from my house.
Oh,
so
very
I
cool.
will definitely be there. And then
You
Jack,
might
what
see this
shows
guy
are we gonna?
too?
Huh?
So you might see this guy too. Shep.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
Cast.
Keep him a secret.
Pardon?
Way to keep him a secret until the very end.
That's what you do.
Where are we
with
going
the
to
star.
see you, Jack?
Well, I saw Tim
Jack. I saw you at
and
Deer Creek, by
Caleb
the way, right?
at Deer Creek. And
Alright, sorry, go ahead.
fortunately, those are the only shows I'm seeing this summer. I'm having my third child in the next month or
Congratulations.
I just put one out of
Yeah.
high school, and I got one going into her senior year. So
Also,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
I got
Kev,
a
man, I
5,
respect you so
3,
much, by the way. I have no idea how you fucking do that. My wife asked me to babysit one night, and I like look like I just went through the
you
most
just make it
Herculean
your
effort. And you've been
obsession.
doing this forever, man.
You make it your obsession because the kid's gonna fall asleep eventually, so you can crack that beer and watch TV, and you just for the 2 hours they want you, be there. It's
My
not
kids
bad.
might even be watching right now.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
Frankie.
All right.
Hey, Ellis.
Kids.
You got to get to sleep. It's getting late,
It's
guys.
only
Summer.
7 o'clock here.
It's summer, baby.
Jeez.
And I think you're coming to the man, maybe, Jen. I get to meet you in real life.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Okay.
I'll be at the Man and at Bethel and at Hartford. I got a nice invite to get.
Cool, very nice.
I will be at those
And
shows,
Dick's.
Jen. I hope we hang out.
Yeah, I'd love it.
And we will all be at the three of us at the top there. Will all be at Dick's getting cray cray.
Six.
As will I.
You guys live out there, so you'll
Yeah.
probably be out there.
Yeah, that's why it says
Awesome.
Colorado Jen next to her name.
That's why I figured that. I'm not like a stalker. If it wasn't obvious.
I met Janet last Dick's. So
You didn't bring her over and say, "Hey, I know where Kevin is."
It
'Cause
was
she was
really
like,
Right.
"Fuck that,
I was there
don't wanna
too,
go over
fam.
there."
What the fuck?
It was fast. You guys were in the interview. We remember we were doing a show from Dick's at
we're
the
not
time.
doing that.
And we're in the
Just
back.
hang out and party.
Yeah, we snuckily snuck in, got a big hug, and that was wonderful. And then so babe, hopefully more time this time. So
We
Well,
should
thank
go.
you, everybody. You want to?
In Aspen?
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, who did we sit with at breakfast?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, Hapster.
Oh,
You
sorry.
want to spin the wheel one more time there, Walk, and we're just gonna
It's
go
not
to the
quite
end.
set up like that, Kev, but that was a good transition effort. It's fine. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Tune in next
you.
week.
Spin that wheel, spin that wheel, baby.
Like
you
and
guys.
subscribe. Like and subscribe. Help us, bro.
Hang
Love
out
you
for a
all.
sec,
See you
guys,
next
so
week.
we can.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Your time is near. The mission's clear. It's later than we think.
Bro, that is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Before you slip into the night, you'll want something to drink.
you should probably get a refund, bro.
Steal away before the dawn.
Could be better.
Kermit the Frog, steal away before the dawn and bring us back good news.
Look at this guy. He doesn't even look like me.
But if you tread in primal soup, please wipe it from your shoes.